Hello again, and thanks for checking out my project, my RetroProjecto Retro Raspberry Pi Arcade, whatever you want to call it. Just wanted to make a quick video about how this thing runs. What's really great about it is this is just kind of a fun piece that I can have in my house, but I don't always have to play it on this console. Because it's on the SD card, I can always just pull it out, and I've got a Raspberry Pi that I'm using for my media center on my television, so I can always just plug it back in there and play games that way as well if I wanted to. I'm just using this old school, made in China, old school NES controller, USB, kind of a knockoff looking thing, but it just kind of gives it the feel. I also have some PS2 style controllers that I can use if I'm playing any games that require more than 2 buttons. For example, any of the Super Nintendo games that require multiple buttons, I just use a different controller. But for fun, I got a couple of these just because they look cool. I'll just show you real quick. I'm just running RetroPie emulation station on top of that, so nothing super fancy, pretty standard. You can hear the audio. I've got the audio all the way up. It's not super loud. Again, that has to do probably with the power issues that I have going on there. Let's go to one of my favorite games of all times. Mostly just because I love the theme music. We'll play a little Paperboy here. So you can see it's pretty standard, pretty much like a Super Nintendo, or a regular Nintendo. So anyways, you get the idea. One thing that I didn't do when I was building this was set in, a lot of times, you know, you gotta power the Raspberry Pi down, because it's Linux. You gotta power it down before you turn the power off so you don't wipe your SD card or anything like that. I didn't do anything like that. I'm the only one that's operating this, so I just figured I just know to shut it down rather before I turn it off. If this was set up in like a public place, like if I had it in my workplace or something like that, then maybe I'd put in that circuit so that way nobody would screw it up. Oh, I also forgot, there's a little blue LED that I mentioned in the previous video in the build, so that's kind of cool. You can see that it's just kind of popping out through there. Yeah, so it's a lot of fun, great showpiece. Thanks for checking it out.